My name's Ian Malcolm and today I'm going to talk to you about handsaw maintenance, handsaw safety, everything that you need to know. I've had my leather pouch here which I use for storing my saws since I was an apprentice. I find it really good, convenient, and I always have a few saws in it. I keep one good saw which I use for fixing fine cuts and bits and pieces. I keep another saw which I use for plaster or any job where I might hit a nail, you know, renovations, that sort of thing. And I keep myself a tenon saw in there as well if I'm doing some really fine little joint or something like that. Okay. I have this little can which has got a roll of felt in it and oil on it. And I use that for a lot of things, but my main use, if I take my saw out, and you can see I keep my plastic protection strip on there. I oil them. I just give that a little rub over on both sides before I go to use it and after I've finished using it. It'll make the saw slide through the timber easier, and it'll also see how there's not a skerrick of rust on that. It is in beautiful condition. Between a bit of oil and kept in that leather pouch, that saw will stay perfect. In an area, I have to look around and make sure it's clean. There's no off cuts on the floor, there's no trip hazards, there's no electrical hazards, nothing is in the way that's going to give me grief. Get my piece of timber, I mark across, then I'm going to mark one down the edge here, and that's just going to help me make sure that I keep my saw in a nice vertical position. My saw, as you can see, is standing up on the handle. If it's not in the pouch, it's standing on the handle. You know, I never leave it with the teeth against. I want to make sure that they stay as sharp as possible for as long as possible. The common mistake is not holding the piece of timber securely. I can kneel or whatever, or I try and cut it out there. I've got to keep it, the saw cut, close to the end of the stool so it is held nice and securely. For me, I recommend not using one of these. Like, these don't even go to work with me anymore. That's a G-clamp. I could use it to hold the timber, but it's just too slow, too heavy, and not in my tool bag. I have some of these which are really good, but this particular one is too long for my task. I can't get it down, I can't have it that way because I'll get my eye into it. And now they've made these are perfect for cutting, sawing, drilling, anything that I want to use, because I can very quickly push the lever, adjust it, bring it over to where I want, and then give it a couple of squeezes, and that piece of timber is now held securely there, won't move. And that is a nice, safe starting position. Right, so use the knuckle of my thumb, couple of small, little short strokes to get that started. I'm looking over, I'm keeping my eye here for that line. Now I'm going to start using the whole blade, and I'm over the top of that, and you can see I'm following that along. And if I start to go out, I have to correct it quickly. If I need it to come this way, I start to pull the handle. It's a little exaggerated, but I pull it this way or I pull it that way. I have no control on the far side of the blade. So, big slow strokes, letting the saw do the work. When I get to the point where I'm in the last little bit, I ease my stroke back and let the block of wood drop on the ground. saw safely away, get rid of the offcut, unclamp, have a look at my cut, and that's a beautiful cut. You can see that it's followed that line, there's bits of the line there, safe, it's good, that's how it should be. Thank you for watching my introduction into handsaw safety, maintenance. Hope you got something out of it. Cheers.